It's back, it's back, prodigal son is back. That was the longest month of my life, but now that prodigal son is back, let's dig in, shall we? I don't even know how this happened. The whole fandom called it, and yet we all ended up as a Pikachu meme. Where to start? Malcolm and Vijay being a cute duo? I really liked Vijay, though we most likely won't see him again. His chemistry with Malcolm was brilliant. The two of them, the corner table boys, the bad seeds. We find out more about Malcolm's past. He was a loner. Big shocker. He had a friend who really did care about him, but Malcolm couldn't get out of his own head to see that. He thought Vijay abandoned him, which makes the "we're friends" line with Danny that much more painful. Martin makes a comparison between the two and asks why Malcolm hasn't been able to move on like Vijay did. Well, Mr. Serial Killer, sir, Vijay's dad sold cocaine. You. In all seriousness, it could also be about how Malcolm isn't able to move on because he thinks he's like Martin, while Vijay doesn't relate to his father in that particular way. But we'll see, I guess. I jumped in my seat when the victim woke up after being shot in the head and was like, so what happened? But the fact that this nothing short of a miracle thing isn't being talked about in fandom is just a sign of where our priorities lie. Vijay running over Pete with his Porsche? Poetic cinema. The two idiots were so excited to have run someone over. I'm glad that they were able to reconcile their issues technically, Malcolm's issues, but whatever. They really went all out with showing how Malcolm is like Martin with his blackmail and manipulations, getting 4 people to shoot each other while he was tied to a chair. Which, iconic, but I feel like that was more of a Jessica move. Or maybe it was a little bit of both. I don't know. Every time Martin walks into a place he shouldn't be in, chills. Like I know it isn't really him, just Malcolm's hallucination, but still. Chills. That scene where Malcolm is with Martin and gets the call from Gil, he really said his name out loud. Something, mind you, he has never done before, calling out the name of the person on the phone. But the boy just wanted to hurt Martin at this point. But the fatal blow goes to our badass resident Jessica Whitley. Ma'am, Malcolm might have been the one to stab him, but you are the one that murdered him. The both of them are dropping Gil's name to make Martin jealous, and it works. So, hope they keep doing that. What the show is trying to say about psychopaths is also interesting. I love it when shows come up with a new perspective on the whole no-feeling psychopath thing. Hannibal did it, Killing Eve did it, and now Prodigal Son is doing it. Martin saying that psychopaths do have feeling, they just can choose not to feel them. A new take on it, and frankly something I've always thought could be possible. So with all these parallels, should we be worried? Nah. I'm just gonna be excited for how they break Malcolm's brain next time. You know what, at this point, having seen what Malcolm looks like in danger, and also when he is being a threat and how much of a threat he can be, I'm in. Let's get baby boy a knife. Jessica calling Eve on Malcolm's behalf and Malcolm being like, Mom, stay out of my stuff. Malcolm finally being able to explain everything to Eve, but boy does he need communication skills. The scene of them talking in Malcolm's apartment with Malcolm in that white shirt is like watching Castiel without his trench coat. I think that in this scene, Malcolm sensed something here. Maybe he couldn't put it into words, maybe he didn't know what he was looking at, but this is going to be why he thinks Eve might be hiding something. Speaking of, Eve, dear, I was rooting for you. I was rooting for you. How dare you climb into that box? Why did you climb into the box? The whole fandom saw it coming, and yet you make it hard to love you sometimes. Now let's be clear, the girl in the box can't be her. She's too young. However, it can be that sister Malcolm deduced she had. The episode really highlighted how Malcolm has trust issues, and from the promo for the next, oh boy is it going to hurt. Also, finally, the answer to the question the show has been asking for episode 1. The girl in the box will finally be revealed. I cannot wait for the next episode. But if they are revealing that already, then what are they doing for the finale? I really want Martin to break out in the finale, but also I don't want that. You get? But if somehow Martin does get out, can we please have a fight between him and Gil? Been waiting for that since forever. Also, would like to know what Martin thinks about Medicare for all. Let's see what happens. Sending love. Toodles!